Hey, good morning, old Slick here. Man, sorry about not getting a video up on my normal Monday. But man, things been going slow around here. Old Slick had the COVID, man. Oh, Lordy. Jesus, that was tough. But I tell you what, praise Jesus. It wasn't as bad as a lot of folks have. I think I had a light case, but about 7-8 days, it felt about like old Slick that went out and drank a whole bunch of beer, and I woke up and I kind of had that hangover. And you got a hangover, but you ain't like incapacitated, but you just don't feel good enough to really want to do anything. Well, that's why I was feeling. But man, finally got through that and trying to get back on some projects. Okay, as y'all know, I'm trying to build a swimming pool. Now the whole gist of this was I was trying to build a pool. Here you can see where this is marked off. I'm building a 16 by 32 pool. I'm going to go about another 18 feet out, and I'm going to make a pool house kind of similar to this design right here. Now, I had someone to do me a quote on just doing a 16 by 30 pool. A 16 by 32 pool, but they were going to put the cheapest pump, the cheapest pipes, the cheapest filter, and put 3 foot of concrete around the whole thing. And it was going to cost $65,000. Okay. Now, also, it would probably cost me even more because my property, see, I used to have see with the sidewalk I tore up, there used to be a round swimming pool right here, above ground pool, and there's going to be a little bit more dirt work's got to be done on this pool to bring this whole thing up. Top pool is going to be about the height of that stake right there, and we'll taper it back. I'm going to keep a budget of what I'm doing on this pool, and I'm going to show you that you can build a pool for a whole lot less than $65,000. Old Slick ain't got $65,000. Okay. All right. Anyway, what I did so far is, like I say, this sidewalk had to come out. And now I was lucky. I got a great neighbor who had a bunch of bobcats. I tell you what, that helped me out a lot. Now then, also, there's one of the trees. I had 4 trees to pull up. Okay, there was a tree here. There was a tree about here. There was a tree here, and there was a tree back there. I've got most of them. Most of them are about that size right there. They pulled up pretty good. I pulled them up. I got that little bobcat, got a chain, snatched them right out of the ground, drug one over here, got one on the other side of the property, and I've taken 2 off already. I took some of this concrete and I put it over there on my grassy knoll to keep for erosion. I took another piece of it, set it right here where my spigot's at. So I'm repurposing this concrete. Now here is where I'm really saving some money. I was going to pour a 4 by 6 pad right here. What I've done, this is 3 foot 8 inches. It's almost 4. 3 foot 8 inches from here to here, which that's plenty. But this whole thing right here is almost 10 foot long. So I got that, luckily I got those forks on that bobcat. I moved this over here, and now what I'm doing today is I'm leveling this out. I'm gonna level this bad boy out. I'm just gonna set this right there. That's my pool pump. My pipes are run here, just run over the pool and have about a 50-foot run. And anyway, I'm gonna get my power right here. I have my power to run my pumps and stuff. Then I gotta run a power source out there to where my shed's gonna be. Where my pool pavilion. Like I said, I need about 20 amps out there. I got a small light that's gonna be running at the end of the pool. And then, power to run that's gonna be. I have a little refrigerator out there and some lights and a fan. And gonna run one of these powers here and then down. And when I run these pipes underground, I'm gonna go ahead and just run that power underground. And like I say, I'm lucky. I've saved some money on this already, so I was gonna pour that. That had been a little bit of a deal. Or when I build the pool, I got to pour a collar. I got to pour a collar around the walls of the pool. When I poured that, that's when I was going to pour this. And that was going to take people being over here doing this. So this is really saving me a lot of time and a lot of effort and a few bucks. I left a little space right here. Here's where my pipes are going to come into the ground. And I got enough space here where I'm going to have some cinder blocks right here where the pipes can go down into those cinder blocks and keep them protected, so if I'm ever mowing or something, I won't hit them. The only reason these pipes were here was when I came in with the forks, I picked this up, I moved it over there, I set it against the wall. I didn't want to have to tilt the forks down and take a chance of that hitting that wall, sliding this off. So I dropped it, I nailed that in, then that way I was able to pull my forks out. Then I came up, then I pushed it back against the wall. A little bit of slope going from here to here. So whenever, it's going to be like the filter, the pump, then the filter. And this gives me enough room later if I do decide I want to put a heater, I'll be able to do that. But when I wash that filter out, I want to make sure the water runs back down that way and I don't have any water coming over here where there's electrical issues at. Gonna build something up above that window from here all the way down to the other side of that air conditioner. Then it's gonna go about 4 foot out. Anyway, that's what I'm working on now. Been a hot day, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see what I got done now. One thing I did find out was that right there is hot. I have 120 here, 120 here. This is the cable. I just dug this up from under here. This is the cable that used to go out to the old pool. So I was going to try to mess around with digging up a hot wire. I turned the power off, cut it, turned the power back on, tested it. It has no power. So I just pulled it up. It may just be disconnected inside. If I can look up and get, if these are on separate breakers, I'll have all the power out here I need. But anyway, I went on up here and went and put this header. Got 11 foot of header. I've got some 4x4s down there. I'm going to cut one about 7.5 feet, one about 8.5 feet, however tall, and alright, just made it back to Lowe's. Make some decisions when I went to Lowe's, and I'm always trying to use what I have to use, so I won't spend more money. All about trying to use the wood that I have, but you'll see how that comes out. But anyway, man, hey, I'm going to go watch some baseball. Anyway, hey, got a few things done today. I'm just deciding this heat, but I tell you what I have is, I'm starting to get my strength back. Because when I was just getting over that COVID, I couldn't hardly walk down that hill. I'd walk down there with nothing in my hand. I'd come back up, walking down to my shed, and I'd get halfway up and have to stop and rest. Anyway, I done went up in that hill. I done went up down that hill 20 times a day, and I just came up in the hill in the hot sun carrying 11 foot of 2x6s, and wasn't even thinking about it. So I'm getting better. But anyway, hey man, we're gonna take a break. And like I said, I'm still waiting. The reason the pool, hey, I'm still waiting on my pool kit to come in. It should be in sometime early July, hopefully. But anyway, I'm gonna sign on off. I'm gonna get cooled off, get me a cold beverage, and get ready to watch Mississippi State beat Arkansas the second time. So I'm talking about. Sorry, Walt.